Welcome, everyone, to the Women Talk Show. My name is Joyce Barton, and I'm coming to you live from Melbourne Beach, Florida. And my co-host, Christina Brunette, is clear across the other side of the country over in Seattle, Washington. And I'm pretty sure we have Kelly Brown on the show tonight, too. She's trying to get logged in. And Kelly is from Sacramento, California. So we've got it covered across the United States from coast to coast here on the Unbelievable Women Talk Show. We're here tonight to bring you, our Unbelievable Women tribe, tips and strategies on how to more abundance into your life. So the Unbelievable Women Show is all about inspiring women to step into their power to live life fully, embrace all the love and all the challenges that come our way, and to support each other in creating the life of our dreams. So I'd like to get started with introducing my co-host, Christina Brunette.
Thank you,
Christina,
Joyce.
take it away.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Joyce. And so excited to be here. And I absolutely love the topic that we're going to be talking about today. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Christina Brunette, and I am over here in Seattle, Washington. And it is a miracle. It is sunny today, the second day in a row. I love summer here. It's absolutely beautiful. A little bit about me. I am a relationship marketing specialist and mommypreneur. I have 3 small young children. Their ages 6, 8, and 10, a little bit older than that picture there that you see. And, I just really have a passion for health and nutrition and just really helping others and creating, building, and growing. And I love that we've come together, on this show and Unbelievable Women, just really to, come together and help others and to inspire really and motivate and be inspired by unbelievable women. And excited to be a part of this and have you all join us and blessed. And Joyce, I'll go ahead and hand it back to you. Joyce, are you there?
All right, so thank you. Hopefully everyone got to hear you. I am having a little sound issues here, but I'm continue as if I can hear everything. Hopefully everyone else can. For those of you that don't, my name is Joyce Barton, and I'm a transformation coach. And my practice is called A Joyful Change. I work with people in making the necessary. Yeah. So again, we do have quite a delay between the West Coast and the East Coast, I think, in our transmission. So sometimes we're gap each other as we're talking. So bear with us, everyone, as we get through the adjustments here. And so tonight, what we want to share with you, and I see that Kelly is joining us, I believe now as a participant. She must be having a little bit of trouble getting online. And so Kelly is our other co-host on the show, and Kelly is a fiery entrepreneur. We all have an entrepreneurial spirit in our bones, and we like to bring this to you so that we give you the inspiration that you need to feel that you can do too what we are doing as working on our own as solopreneurs, mommypreneurs, entrepreneurs, as unbelievable women. Basically, just to gather our tribe together here as Unbelievable Woman. An Unbelievable Woman is has a rising in her soul to raise her above all life's previous challenges, and she works towards leaving behind a legacy. All right, a legacy that inspires her family, that serves her community, and strives to make the world a better place. So again, when we talk about stepping into our power, it's not about being powerful over someone else, the way that power is, but to step into our power to achieve everything in our life's dreams and desires that we want to achieve, and to make a lasting impression, and to make the world a better place, and to change things for the better. So as we get together here tonight, I just want you to know that we are doing these shows twice a week on Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, and Thursday evenings, 8:30 Eastern and 5:30 Pacific. You can find the link to join us, as those of you who successfully made it onto the show tonight did find the link and were able to join us on our Facebook group. So if you just want to go to our Unbelievable Women Facebook group and go over to the link there. Just for technicality purposes, I just need to share that the Unbelievable Woman show is for guests on our show who want to hear our views on life, and may sometimes contain segments of wellness education. So for that reason, we need to say that this is for information purposes only, and that the Unbelievable Woman Talk Show does not accept any responsibility for your health or how you choose to use the information on this talk show. But with that being said, we're very glad you're here. And tonight's topic is on abundance, increasing wealth and value. So I'm going to hand this over to Christina to cover some of her ideas on abundance, and so that I'll give her a moment to queue up. We do have a delay between the East Coast and the West Coast.
Yeah, definitely. I'm here, Joyce. Thank you so much for that, and absolutely love this topic, abundance, and constantly trying to focus my energy just on positive things that in my life. And right from the very moment that I wake up, in the morning, I wake up every day just excited and grateful for everything that I have in my life, and do things that help me to really get into the right mindset. When we look at life in a positive light and see things as being good, it can only really bring good back to you. Now that doesn't mean that everything is always going to go your way. You have to really just kind of work through that stuff and stay focused on those positive things. And the most important thing, like I said, is just to stay focused on your commitments to yourself, and stay focused on abundance, and honor your commitments that you have, and really have that burning desire to achieve what it is that you want, and take action on it, and you're only going to get results. I love the saying, dream, believe, grind. Dream, believe, grind, and I repeat that in the morning and every morning. And I think there's some things really that you need to do to attract abundance to your life, because we are constantly having to deal with all this negative stuff that is just coming at us in life, and even negative stuff within our own heads. And I think that we can sometimes have the most negative impact on ourselves by just our thoughts. And so I think some things that we can do, to really keep, attracting abundance and staying positive, is to really, give appreciation and just to be grateful. What are you thankful for? What has God already blessed you with in this life? Showing appreciation just, it's going to cause this big ball of positive energy that's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And like I said earlier, I wake up every morning, and that's the first thing I do. I'm excited. I'm grateful for everything in my life, which, makes me feel good. And the more positive energy you can create, the easier it will be for you to attract the positive energy and that abundance into your life. And another thing that I really like to do is dream building. and looking at, really looking at and feeling and touching and things that I really want to have. The closer that you can get to what it is that you desire, and the better that you feel, the more real it is going to be for you. So go to the mall and try on that dress that you want to buy, or the new pair of shoes, even if you don't have the money to pay for it. Go test that black Mercedes at the dealership. Joyce, I saw some pictures of you and Gio and Mark at the Mercedes dealership. I mean, how was that sitting in the Mercedes, Joyce? And we do have just a little bit of a delay here with this, so you'll bear with us on this. But this is something that, that you should do. How often should you do this? You should do this every single week. Every time you touch and see that dream, the more real it's really going to become. And, always be working on and building those dreams. Anything in the mind that a man can conceive and bring to itself to believe can be achieved. So define, what your dream is, and really get that burning desire to achieve it, and start off your day, just happy and singing and laughing. Our friend Mark Kotler at our last Diamond Boot Camp, he did just an amazing presentation on laughter and how important that is, and just laughing. And I just love the just the energy that was in that room, and everyone was laughing. The CEO was laughing. Everyone was laughing. One just brought so much energy and positive energy into your life. And anytime that you can do that, that's just going to help attract that more positive and abundance into your life.
Okay. And to talk over you, Christina, I'm not sure.
Okay. I know we've got a bit of a delay here, so.
Okay, so. Okay, so I'm not sure. I think Christina wrapped that up. I think we might have lost the audio on a, but as we talk about abundance, we probably all heard of, yeah, we probably all heard of the movie and the book, The Secret, and in that movie and that book, manifesting our live streams, and gave us a lot of beautiful and wonderful stories of how to achieve all this abundance in our life. And all we had to do was visualize and think of these things and bring them into existence. And it's more than just a process of visualization, but as we get through or start to believe and work through a process of focusing on these things and realizing that thoughts become things, then that's whenever our energies start to flow in that direction. So, there are many different areas in our life where we can feel abundance. It's not just that it's money. Abundance is not always about money, but abundance can also be love. You want to feel abundant in love, and you want to feel abundant in success, because a lot of times you can have money, but you aren't really successful. Maybe the money came to you through an inheritance or something, and you feel lost and unappreciated or without much direction in your life, and you just aren't making a really good connection. Or maybe it's good fortune, where you feel that you have suffered bad fortune over your life, and you really would like to experience more good fortune. And then wisdom is a wonderful thing to strive for. And if we work towards these things and really start to shift our thoughts and change our actions to achieve these things, that's whenever we can realize all of these things, including, some of the most important, which is our faith and our health. Where would we be without our health? And then that ultimately comes to joy, just joy in our life. So it is a process of visualization, where they touch upon in the movie but there's so much more than that. You have to take it to another level beyond just visualization. So, one of the things you need to start to do is to be open and be ready to attract life. And how do you do that? How do you prepare yourself to get ready for this abundance that we want to achieve in our life? Well, it begins with awareness. If we aren't aware of where we are in life and the things that we're achieving and not achieving, and whether or not we're even stuck. Some people don't even realize that they're stuck or not, or they're stuck and they don't know what to do, or they're stuck and they're afraid. So you have to have awareness to begin with, and then willingness to step away from that and step into your power and find the direction that you need, and then become determined. Find that determination in the depths of your soul to reach your dreams, and not to step over people to get to those dreams, or overpower someone with that determination, but to work together and find the focus that you need to achieve the dreams that you have. And it's really important too to have focus on one thing. I know we all have a lot of different influences in our lives, but it really is helpful if your goal to achieve a certain dream or a certain desire in your life, where you find focus on that. And your family is important and you need to take care of them, but you need to also have focus on what your dreams are. You need to stay true to your dreams. It's important for you as a person to advance that level. You don't want to go through life just plodding through and not achieving any of those dreams. All boils down to having the belief that it's going to come to you. There are certain beliefs in life that are, of course, going to happen. We believe that Christmas is coming. We know that Christmas is coming, and we believe it. And we work towards that day, and we do everything in our power to make it a beautiful day. But if we apply that same idea to perhaps, I don't know, let's just say a vacation. I hear a lot of people talking about, yeah, I'd love to go on a vacation. I believe I would, I'm going to go on a vacation next year, but they don't take the steps necessary to go on that vacation. So anything it is that you're trying to achieve, and maybe it's in your business where you're trying to achieve a promotion in the business, or you're trying to help people with your business. You have to believe that you can do it, and then you have to take the action steps to achieve that. So it's super important to have a plan. You cannot just, as they say in The Secret, just visualize and manifest your dreams. It's not that easy. If it were that easy, we would all be rich beyond belief and happily in love and everything else, So it takes effort. It takes effort in all those areas of our life. Just like we realized last week when we were working together with the wheel of life and the balance. We have to see where we are a little bit and find our focus and start working towards that. So that begins with releasing a lot of those old negatives and beliefs, and then open yourself up to receive all the goodness and beauty and wealth and abundance and value in your life, because it's there for all of us. We just have to be open to receive that. I'd really like to hand this over to Christina, if she can hear me, and maybe she can talk about mindset and how that's important.
Yeah, definitely.
So if we do have a delay, just hang in there for a moment, everyone.
Thank you, Joyce. I heard you okay. So hopefully everyone is able to hear me okay. Yeah, I would love to talk a little bit about mindset. Your thoughts are really things that go out into the universe that have a magnetic pole, according to Albert Einstein. And to achieve abundance, you do have to have focus, and you've got to have determination and perseverance and discipline to be able to do that. But I think there's too many of us that, that really worry about the how. How am I going to do this? And I think first, to achieve abundance too, you have to have that, you've got to put that thought out into the universe too, and start with that thought, and not worry about the how or the but in the beginning. But can be really a dream killer. But I have no time. But I have no money. But my bills are piling up on me. And when we just think about and focus on that, and we're living in that, that moment, it's not going to get us anywhere. We really need to switch our focus and our action steps to get us toward the abundance that we're looking for in life, and the things that we dream and want and desire to have, and have an action step to get you in that direction, and really focus on that and get a burning desire to that goal. Focus on what makes you happy and what makes you feel good. And I think one of the most important things is to make sure that you're feeling good. Feel good all the time, and always strive to feel better. When you've got that feeling good in your life, you're only going to attract more positive and abundance into your life. And the law of attraction will really move mountains to put into existence the things that you're asking for. And as long as you're willing to do your part as well, by having the determination and the perseverance and the discipline and putting into action and things in motion that is going to continue to move you forward in the right directions. And when all you're doing is looking at your credit card debt or the bills coming in, you're not really seeing what's available to you. So really speak, ask for it, pray for it, and really allow that positive, abundant thinking into your life. And get rid of all of that negative energy that's coming to your life, whether it's the news that's coming in. Get rid of that. The negative self-talk. I think a lot of us have so much negative self-talk, and there's really a war of words that's going on inside of all of us. 60,000 words a day go through our minds. It's 60,000, and 48,000 of those in the average person is negative in nature. And most of what is going on in our heads is not really building us up or encouraging us by nature. And everything in life is really built or destroyed by the words that we speak. So, words can really create response. Words create strife. They create peace. They create abundance. And our greatest battle we really have, I think, is really within us and the words that we're saying to ourselves. So really, focus on positive stuff and continue to feed your mind with positive stuff, whether it's reading a positive book or getting on and one of our shows, the Unbelievable Women shows. Really connect with positive people and just get rid of all of that negative stuff in your life. I want to read a quote to you by Jay-Z. I just thought it was just really an awesome quote as far as positive and thinking positive, and how we we can think that we really do become our only opponent. And he says here, I'm losing myself. I'm stuck in the moment. I look in the mirror at my only opponent. And we can try and fix everything around us, and then really realize that the real problem can really lie within us. And it's by the words that we're speaking and telling us ourselves, the negative self-talk. So get rid of all of that negative junk out of your life. Focus on positive stuff. And just want to really encourage you all to look in the mirror and feed it with affirmations and words of encouragement and words of abundance. And write those down. Tell them to yourself every day in the mirror. Just really be mindful of the words that you speak to yourself, because not only does that negative thinking make you not happy, but it's really going to make a huge and lasting impact on your life, and it will hold you back from all that greatness that you are capable of. And when we talk about the positive affirmations, and we feed our minds with that, and feed our minds with positive books and positive things, and turn off that news, it's really allowing us to stay in having that positive energy surround us, which will allow us to feel better about ourselves, and to be able to continue moving forward and striving for abundance in all areas of our life. Joyce, I'll go ahead and give it back to you. And apologize for any delay here if you guys just want to be patient for a moment.
Okay, well, thank you, Christina. Yeah, I mean, that is so very true that whenever we have all that negative self-talk, which unfortunately we allow into our lives so much, and then unknowingly we even pass that on to our children and those around us, and it really keeps us stuck where we are. So that goes back to what I was saying earlier, that we really just have to release that. We have to learn how to release all those negative patterns that we have somehow come to, we're all learned behaviors and beliefs. So start to change the way you think, open yourself to receive all the love and abundance and beauty that there is in the world, and serve the world, and serve yourself, your family, your community, and the whole world around you to achieve all of these things, because it's really what we should be striving for, is not to just go through without having these feelings of abundance. That it's really something that we should strive for. It's not something to feel guilty about or to feel wrong in trying to achieve those things. And a lot of times people try and keep us down from that. So either it comes from, sometimes it's from jealousy or envy, or their own feeling of lack. So you have to just see that for what it is and move beyond that. Of course, then you do want to be careful. You don't want to go to the point of the seven sins, as they're called, gluttony and laziness and all that sort of thing, just because things are starting to come to it. I mean, normally that's not going to happen. I think gluttony is probably one of the challenges in our country today, just because there is so much abundance of food. That makes it easy to fall into that trap. So again, we go back to awareness. We have to stay aware of the choices that we're making and the direction that we're going in. So just keep your focus and keep your mindset clear, and don't fall into that scarcity mindset where you feel that you have to hold on to things for dear life. Whenever you open your arms and allow it in is whenever you'll receive more. So hopefully some of these tips were helpful for you tonight. Maybe Christina has a few action steps for us. She seems to be the action step girl on our week. So I'll hand this back over to Christina to give us some action steps to follow for the week in abundance.
Awesome. Thank you, Joyce. I appreciate that. As far as action steps go, I would say to write down some positive affirmations to say to yourself every day, and really strive to wake up and start your day on a positive note and being happy. Even doing a simple exercise like laughter first thing in the morning to start your day with is going to help start that positive energy. So I would say to write down some positive things and affirmations that you can say to yourself to continue to attract abundance into your life, and focus on it and strive to do. And then also, I would encourage you all to do some dream building. Get out there every single week. Start out. What is it that you really, really want to achieve? Go out there and if it's that new car with your company that you're working with, go out to the dealership and take that car out for a test drive. Make it real. Make it really real, and that's going to help you to achieve that goal that you're looking for, because you're going to be sitting in that vehicle. You're going to see yourself in it and really visualize yourself having abundance in all areas of life. So I'll go ahead and hand it back to you, Joyce. Did you have any last words that you wanted to say before we close out the show?
All right, well, I think that's going to be a wrap for our show tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We really appreciate you giving us your time to come to our talk show tonight, the Unbelievable Women Talk Show. And as I said, we are here every Monday in the afternoon on the East Coast at 1 p.m. and 10 a.m. on the Pacific Coast. On Mondays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern and 5:30 p.m. Pacific. So please join us again next week as we cover more topics that will help to inspire you to step into your power. Thanks again for joining us, and see you again next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Thank you.